One, and I am back with another episode of my Blue Reflection live stream, and I don't know how much longer this game is going to be. We only have one Saphira to defeat, and we've already gotten all of the we've gotten a big reveal last time, so I'm assuming, at least unless there's another big reveal. For those that missed last time, the Saphira were basically revealed to be kind of their own pantheon of deities, all battling for supremacy of who gets to be the recreate the world as their own. Okay. Just gonna message this out. But I do like that reveal because the thing with the Saphira is they're not evil. Like, you can't really say they're evil because they don't want to destroy humanity out of malice. They want to, they don't even really want to destroy humanity directly. It's just, their humanity are the creation of the Saphira that won the last conflict millions of years ago. So logically, if another Saphira won the fight, it would mean that they would recreate the world in their image, and their image would not include humanity. So humanity the collective unconscious is part of a Saphira, which means the common is a Saphira. And so are humanity. Sort of. Like, XX, the high XX, put it that it's kind of like Evangelion, where it turns out humanity is collective angel. Here, humanity is kind of an extension of a Saphira. Yeah, I was recapping. If you have a recap you want to do, feel free. We've still got 2 minutes left. Hey, that changed. Yeah, it was a lie, a motivational lie, but basically it was because Hina was the only one they felt could do it. And she has been living up to the job. I do like that they added that to the mural, like the Little Mermaid. Your two teammates died before you met them in our borrowed time. Yeah, these two are dead. They were resurrected by the common as reflectors, which apparently should not be normally possible, at least not. We were told there were other magical girls protecting other places, but we don't know the context of that. It might be that each common connection can only have one reflector normally. Hi, Holy Cross, glad you could make it. But because of the glitch, there was 3 of them here, which is abnormal. Or it could be that the other magical girls have powers stemming from different sources. Yamas and Sephiroth and the humans were part of it to win the conflict for it. I don't, yeah, they're part of the conflict for it, but as far as we know, that was just what that Sephiroth wanted to make. Like, I find that the interesting thing is, the implication is the Sephiroth are not, or the Sephiroth aren't evil. They don't have malice towards humanity, but humanity does not have a place in their vision of how the world, how they remake the world in their own desire, their own design for the world. Which is an interesting concept because it means it's less they want to destroy humanity and more each of these wants to be the creator. The Sephira that wins gets to be the Earth's creator god. And each of them has their own design for what they think that should be. So, for example, the one called Eternity might have some concept of immortal life forms or something. Yeah, the Sephiroth are rival gods who every eon fight to decide what shape the world will take until the next fight. And in this case, because reflectors are technically part, or humanity is technically part of the Sephiroth that is the common, that the Sephiroth that is the common, they can technically fight on its behalf. I think that's the way it works. It's not intentional, Holy Cross, but Malkuth Kingdom. We'll see what the name of it is. I know some things about the ending of this game. I do know what the ending is of the game because I checked to make sure there wasn't a JRPG cliche I hate. I vaguely remember the ending, what the ending is, but I can say this, it's not the typical JRPG ending. Okay, so what is this? Let me see, what missions do I have? Because I want to complete my missions. Cooking creatively, we still need to make that rose mint. I'm not too fixated on finishing every single mission, but I do want to finish these. Cooking creatively, that's the one we can't finish. Let's see. T2 regular class, or T2A regular class. I don't actually remember what the common Sephiroth's name is. Or even if they reveal what the name is. I just remember the gist of what's going to happen. Wake up, go to school. Shul. Okay, that's a mistake. That was a spelling error. Go to cram school and go to home to sleep. That's all there is to my life. Study, study, study. What am I to anymore? What am I? What do I do? What do I do? Classes and clubs are both important, but this girl has been having a hard time since her dad told her to focus on her schoolwork. Being a student is tough. Once more, Japan. Like toxic elements of Japanese culture, where that is a problem in Japan, where yes, your grades are important, yes, doing well in school is important, but it's not as important as your sanity. Like, if it is, but in Japan has an unfortunate perspective on, like, mental pain, like, on your emotions and stuff. Oh yeah, back to Kingdom Hearts 3. Basically what happened is Nomura really wanted to have the Pixar universes in Kingdom Hearts. But Pixar took a while to make their decision, which did indeed cause the delay between the Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. And that was one reason there were the gap fillers. That's one reason. Disney also gave them a lot of trouble with the Frozen world. Okay, I think slash damage is what these things are weak to. Alright, this might actually be a mistake. There are plenty of positive elements of Japanese culture, don't get me wrong. There are indeed plenty of positive elements of Japanese culture. It's just there are also a lot of negative ones, just like there's certainly a lot of negative ones in American culture, too. Like, America definitely has its negative elements of culture, but Japanese culture just has these specific ones that are typically honor-based. You're blissful. But now, see, here's the thing. I love Japan. I do genuinely like Japan as a country, but it's just there's stuff about it that is not, that does not fit morally. That'll destroy one of them. But where's it? But that's the thing is, but back to Kingdom Hearts 3. Essentially what happened with Kingdom Hearts 3, like I said, Pixar held up the boat a bit, which is one reason he decided to fill out things with some of the side games. The big thing is, and it's the reason that there's a lot of that people ended up with as much problems with Kingdom Hearts 3's Frozen World and Tangled World being too identical to the movie. That was not Nomura's fault. Yeah, that's right. Study is an investment in your future. I'm going to study hard now, get into a good university, and lead a nice, relaxing life. That's just what I'll do. Don't work yourself to death. Like, seriously, don't do that. Like, that's very bad. But the thing is with a lot of things... like, with a lot of things, you can take anything too far. And I keep getting mixed up in what I'm trying to say. Sorry about that. What I meant to say is, basically, Frozen and Tangled's directors really wanted to be involved in the writing of those worlds, but... Okay, what are you saying? The internet was all I had. Without it, I'm worthless. This girl's been given the cold shoulder after she made a really bad comment in a group chat. She won't even look at her phone these days. How can I comfort her? Oh, that... Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, if you feel sorry... Like, that's the thing, if you do make a mistake online and feel sorry for it, and genuinely apologize, I feel like you should be given a second chance, unless you take those second chances and spit in the faces of the people trying to help you. Crystals. Okay, are you a crystal? I don't think you are. Okay, I think that's actually one. Hi, Random Cousin Show Gaming. So, basically what happened, though, is the creators of those two games both wanted to have some creative freedom with how their product was adapted. You know, perfectly fine. Like, that is perfectly okay. But Disney refused to allow things that they really should have allowed. Like, they refused to give Nomura as much control as he normally gets over Kingdom Hearts 1. So that's why they're roughly identical to the movie that they're based off of, which isn't Nomura's fault. Like, a lot of people blamed Nomura for it, but it really wasn't his fault. Apparently, we don't know the exacts of what he had planned originally. There are rumors that there was, like, obviously there was attempts to corrupt Elsa by the organization. Apparently one of those, there's rumors that originally they might have gotten somewhere with that, and thus Elsa would have been a boss fight, similar to how Aqua is. But that got nixed by Disney because, well, let's be honest, Frozen's their darling. Internet girl me. Yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to that girl. That should be thrown by. So yeah, that's why they weren't different as Nomura would have liked. So on the positive end, Pixar basically forbade Nomura to make their worlds just copying altered versions of the plots. So that's why all of the Pixar worlds, so Monsters Inc., Big Hero 6, and what was the last one? Toy Story, all have plots that are set after their respective films. That's the reason for that. And honestly, I think in that case that was for the best, because from what I've heard, a lot of people consider those the best portions of the game, some of the best portions of the game. So, I think in that regard, that actually worked quite well. Because I'm gonna be honest, my favorite parts of Kingdom Hearts 3 do honestly involve those three worlds. Like Toy Story especially, because that moment where Buzz stands up to young Xehanort is just great. And everyone agrees that's one of the best parts of Kingdom Hearts 3. And that's because Pixar refused to allow Nomura to just make set things in the same world as, like, in the plot of one of the Toy Story movies. Instead, they had to do a interquel, which, in that case, I think it worked out great, because those three worlds are really good. Like, the plots of those three worlds are actually pretty fun. And a lot of people agree that they're some of the best. Okay. Not universal, obviously. If someone disagrees, that's perfectly fine. Let's see. Fragment. What new fragment did we get? Let's see. I think it might be one of Yuri's. Friendship increases the equipped reflector speed. Okay, who has the least speed? 42, 412. Okay, Lime needs that one. What's one? I use Iblis Fang a lot, because it's my best option for dealing pierce damage. Let's see. By the way, during your stream, I'm watching Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves on Tubi. It expires in 7 days. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that was on Tubi. Also, not sponsored, by the way. Tubi is fantastic. If you've not used Tubi, I would actually highly suggest you do. Tubi is completely free with ads. You get a lot of content, and I personally use it. And no, this is not sponsored. If Tubi wants to sponsor me, I would gladly promote them because I love the service. But I'm just saying, if you want to use Tubi, if you want to watch a lot of good free stuff, Tubi's a really good option. Sorry, maybe I overacted a little. I mean, there's lots of people out here who are worse off than I am. It's not really something that an apology will help, but I'm going to start again and try to fix things. Okay, that's good. Next. Has social media gone too far? Finding Baymax heartless was actually good writing. Agreed. Here's a scoop. One of the girls posts a lot of photos on social media. She's making a name for herself with a lot of risque outfits. It might be better to stop her before she gets out of hand. Yeah, I agree. Baymax heartless was actually kind of brilliant. Because it's like, okay, so they saved Baymax's core, like his programming chip, I believe it was, like his core programming, but his body was still left there, which means, technically speaking, his heart is somewhere else, which, well, okay, it's complicated how it works, but there were two, technically... I'm very opinionated, so I make enemies very easily. Sadly, this got me kicked off the first forum I ever joined. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, it can be hard when you're very open with your opinions and such. Okay, liar, hater. That one's on the rooftop. But let's do them in order and go to the field. Like, my anxiety disorder means I'm constantly terrified of upsetting people. Like, like, whenever I say something wrong, or that I perceive as being wrong, I tend to apologize profusely, even though I don't really need to. Because that's just how anxiety disorder works. Destroy eternity, glory, and wisdom, that just leaves foundation. Yep. And then the common wins the battle royal. Also, I'm not going to go out of my way to complete the conversation topic ones because those tend to be very collection, because that means grinding the same thing. I still imagine the separate rock created humans as kingdom or crown if you want to be optimistic. We'll see. Next, I should wear something really eye-popping. A little embarrassment is worth it to be popular. Haha. Here's a... Okay, yeah. I've actually known people in real life who don't care the kind of attention they get, and that can leave you with a bad rap. What is the crown called? Okay, so what is the mission here? Defeat envy fanatics. Okay. How does the crown translate? I think these two are the same thing. And, okay, there we go. Okay, good. They both resist They both are weak to heart. Or neutral to heart, maybe. You know what, let's destroy... Let's deal with you really quickly, because you're the biggest problem, I think, because you have such fast solutions. Not sure if I asked you this, but you are a fan of Kirby series. Yeah, of course, I like Kirby. I don't really know many people who don't like Kirby. Okay, that's resisted by almost everything, so bear with her. It's fun, but I can't stand Forgotten Lands because I'm done with End of Mankind fiction. I don't blame you. I personally prefer more optimistic stuff, where my preference is for the future will be better for us. That's my preferred thing. Okay, so let's see. Okay, that solved that. Wow, now that I look at myself in this video, what I'm wearing is so embarrassing. Things have been escalating lately. I need to get back to the basics. I'll start by deleting this video. Sadly, that is not going to solve that problem. It's the internet. Once something has existed on the internet, it is there, unfortunately. Unless no one cared enough to record it. But normally a video that went viral, yeah, there's no real getting rid of that. You can't be afraid of dying, you have to keep going. Okay, that's the girl that did that. Where's the... there's another one up here. Okay, here she is. Everyone lies to me. Yes, the world is filled with lies. That's the kind of world that deserves to end. Oh dear! There's a girl at school who absolutely hates lies. They say if you lie in front of her, she'll get real mad. Really, everyone lies sometimes, don't they? I don't, like, that's the thing, I don't blame someone for being angry at getting lied to. But that should not destroy your faith in humanity's ability to be honest. Okay, flowers and fire. It'd be terrible if they caught flame. Okay, what am I destroying? One is called Keter. Okay. Okay, the Reapers, which are kind of the hard ones, because they resist heart damage, which is what most of my big attacks are. Demon is called Malkuth. We'll just have to see. Let's see. Okay, most of them are weak to that. So impact is the most effective thing in this situation. That I've said about the internet is it's like a beast, one that can never be tamed. Yep, kinda. That is kind of true. Let's destroy this thing quickly. Okay. Forget what circle means. There's too many symbols. Oh yeah, that is sad. I know how that is. Though there is the Wayback Machine. If you know the website, you could try the Wayback Machine. Yeah, it unfortunately is. Okay. The girls who hate lies, that's me. I think everyone has, like, lying is just something that's generally considered universal. Oh yeah, I forgot. Want to tame the internet. People need to be free to express their opinions, not just the ones that you agree with. Yes, yes, very much yes. There's an old saying that people have forgotten. Those, I disagree with what you say, but I'd fight to the death to defend your right to say it. This will destroy at least one of them. Did it destroy all of them? No, it didn't. Yes, people need to respect that other people's opinions differing from theirs does not mean that opinion is invalid or needs to be changed. You're asking if I've ever lied before? Of course not. What, you think I'm lying about that now? You're right, that was a lie. Everyone's bent the truth a little bit, and that sometimes that's for the best. I'm of different minds of this kind of thing. I keep unlocking new missions, which I'm not complaining about, honestly. I want to get these. Okay, second year special class. There's a student who really doesn't want to become club captain. Go convince her otherwise. Okay, I mean, I'm sure there's more complexity to it than that, but Mao is Mao. She tends to be blunt with things, even if she means well. Captain, I'll be captain. Can I really do this? Those monsters are freaky. Yeah, they were. I wish the sun would rise tomorrow, then I wouldn't have to be captain. But also, I had another session of our D&D campaign, which was fun. Granted, the plan I'd been hatching about the situation we were in the whole week didn't really work out. But I ended up helping anyway, and getting a good moment anyway. Long story short, I think I mentioned before, I'm a druid, specifically a Circle of the Shepherd druid. Which, Circle of the Shepherd is all about summons and heal, and to a degree, healing. But I tried to cast Fairy Fire, which, if you know what Fairy Fire is, it's a spell that marks an opponent. Okay, Focus Nails and Eye Drops. Focus Nails, Eye Drops. Let's see if I can craft those. Focus Nail, Eye Drops. No, I cannot. Long story short, I tried to cast Fairy Fire. One, I did not know how big the arena was. Also, what am I supposed to be killing? Nightmare Gravers. I didn't understand how big the arena is because they were using different size tile squares, which was weird. So I only managed to get one. We were fighting 2 gargoyles, so I tried to use that. Fairy Fire marks an enemy, and then the entire team, one, that enemy cannot hide or turn invisible. They can't hide or turn invisible. Which is useful for a lot of reasons, but the big one here is my team had trouble the previous games actually connecting with some of our attacks by pure dumb luck. So I thought, hey, if I use Fairy Fire, it will help us bypass that and have much better accuracy. Well, the thing is, I immediately got hit by a gargoyle and lost concentration on the spell, causing it to stop working. Them's the break sometimes. Okay, here's one. But then, though, our paladin, who is kind of a lot of things in the party, okay, let's just use this to omnibuff the party. So then our paladin took a very heavy hit from one of the gargoyles. He wasn't, like, in danger of going down, but he lost a good chunk of his health. So I have a spell called Wither and Bloom, which is it's a spell from one of the boosters. From one of the expansion packs for 5e. It basically causes a big explosion of necrotic damage. Okay, so I'm just gonna use Grape Wave. But a big explosion of necrotic damage. At the same time, though, it heals an ally. It only affects enemies you want it to, and it only hits them. Okay, what's something with knockback on it? Keep forgetting that things have knockback. So I managed to use Wither and Bloom on one of the gargoyles, and I also used I also use the unicorn totem. Shepherd druids have something called a totem, where they can summon one of 3 spirits, which in this case was my unicorn spirit. What that translates to is every time I cast a healing spell, it gives everyone in that radius that's damaged, back HP equivalent to my druid level. In healing, so that healed me as well. Which technically it also, now the thing with Wither and Bloom is it heals a dice roll of damage, but it also heals based on your wisdom modifier, or your casting modifier. In my case, is wisdom. Thing is, my character, due to very lucky rolls, has a 20 in wisdom. Let's see if that defends the one slash. But so in this case, I did some damage to the gargoyle, healed our paladin back up to full, and healed most of the damage I'd taken from that. From the attack that knocked me out of my concentration with one attack, which I honestly find really fun when stuff like that happens. Sorry. I am wondering... Okay, that thing's weak to arc range, right? What was I saying? I was about to say something. Flat-footed and touch attack. I don't know what I don't remember those. Then again, this is literally the first time I've ever played D&D. So I don't know a lot of D&D terms a lot of other people do. If you can explain those, I would appreciate it. I also really lucked out, because after that, which was cool, I didn't finish off either of the gargoyles, the teammates, but I appreciate how, I'm glad I was able to do a big heal, which is always fun. But after that, we were searching the area for, anything, and I got a rare magical item, which in this case is the Staff of Frost. Now, let's see, the Staff of Frost basically gives you a set amount of points you can use per long rest to cast spells without spells that are stored in the staff without a spell slot. Normally in D&D you have to expend spell slots to use spells. If you have a staff like this, you can use these. You have 10 charges you can use for certain spells. Calm down, me. I'm going to become the next sub-president. If I'm not cool under pressure, it will make people nervous. I mean, I am super nervous, of course, but I'm still going to give this club the best I've got. Okay, so it's probably one of those things Mao knew her much better than she thought she knew herself, like, sort of thing. Because Mao is surprisingly good at reading people. Okay, let's see, next. Flowers are dead. There's a girl who's been apologizing to flower beds since she accidentally killed them. The guilt has even been skipping our meals. I'm worried about her. Okay, that's disconcerting. So the Staff of Frost allows me to do spells that I normally couldn't at my level. We're only level 3 right now. Sorry, I'm so sorry. You must have been so thirsty as you wasted away. I'm sorry you withered because of me. Could you ever forgive me? I withered away too. I'll just dry up until you're satisfied. Jeez. Okay. So stabs are a great way to sort of have a big attack the party can rely on without, you know, having the spell slots for it. In this case, I now, the Staff of Frost allows access to Fog Cloud, which is of course a first level spell. Ice Storm, which is a 4th level spell. Cone of Cold, which is a 5th level, and Wall of Ice, which is 6th level. Spells that are way outside of my ability to cast at level 3 normally. You're what I'm supposed to be destroying. But the thing is, of course, you can only use them so many times a day. Like... So if I use Cone of Cold takes 5 of the charges within the staff. So I can only use Cone of Cold twice per long rest. But the thing is, there's also the fact that these spells are kind of impractical. Like, yeah, they're extremely powerful, but they're also, at this point in the game, kind of overkill. And things that you only really want to use if absolutely necessary, because it's pretty much a nuke. Like, it's an in case of emergency break glass. And the DM basically said, yeah, this is one of those things that you just really lucked out on, and I'm just gonna roll with it. Which, you gotta appreciate that from a DM. Like, they didn't say, no, this is too early to have this. They just said, I'll roll with it, just please don't spam it. Which I didn't plan to spam it anyway. Probably mostly what I'm going to use is Fog Cloud. Fog Cloud's probably the most useful thing, because one, it has 10 charges of Fog Cloud. So I can theoretically use Fog Cloud up to 10 times per long rest, which is pretty good. And especially because Fog Cloud is just a good spell to begin with. Long story short, Fog Cloud creates a big fog bank that makes the whole area heavily obscured. Everything within that fog bank is effectively blind. Now here's the thing with that though, Fog Cloud... The way the game works is everyone within Fog Cloud has disadvantage. And disadvantage on attacks, but also advantage on attacks against other things within the Fog Cloud at the same time. So what that amounts to is every time is everyone in Fog Cloud has essentially neither advantage or disadvantage. You can hide in the Fog Cloud, but the big thing with Fog Cloud is if you're facing a bunch of wolves, which have something called pack tactics, which gives them advantage on attacks if someone is within 5 feet. If another wolf is in 5 feet of the target that they're attacking. Fog Cloud basically invalidates. Fog Cloud essentially says no one has advantage or disadvantage, and that takes away the advantage and disadvantage. As a DM, a powerful item in the hand of a low-level character like that is going to attract thieves. Maybe? Thing is, I also can just, you know, nuke the... Okay, that happened. Yeah, that's true. That is possible. It depends on what the DM decides to do. I just know that it basically gives the party a safety net that if we're really losing, I can fire off a big, powerful attack. You can't move forward without regrets chaining you down. This has taught me not to let all my flowers wither. My flowers, I'm so sorry about this. I'll never forget you or your sacrifice. Okay. Next. Probably has something to do with the time period. Let me see. Second floor hallway. But the other thing with the staff is, hang on. When you hurt me, everyone tries to help you. You hurt, everyone tries to help you. Maybe this is what people mean by no pain, no gain. One or two won't kill you, so if I can make myself the center of attention by breaking another. Oh dear! After being pampered when she broke a bone, there's a girl trying to get injured. Sounds like a lot like McCussion syndrome. Would you look into it? McCussion... Okay, I gotta look what this is. The McCussion syndrome. When someone falsely claims that another person has physical or psychological signs or symptoms of illness or cause of injury or disease and another person with the intention of deceiving others. Not exactly the same thing, but not entirely different. Well, we immediately used the Staff of Frost to rescue all the prisoners of the cult we were fighting. The cult leader got away, but we managed to defeat the rest of the cult. Branch of the cult that was there. By the way, we're playing Rim of the Frost Maiden. That's the name of the module we're playing. Right to that girl in a very bad way sometimes. Yeah, there's a lot of characters that are relatable in this game. So we basically had to get a bunch of NPC captives out of that situation. So the solution to that was just use Wall of Ice. Use Wall of Ice to freeze, or to create a huge bridge of ice over the water we had to get them across. Which Granted, probably one of the reasons for that in being there in the first place, but still. Also, we're playing Rim of the Frost Maiden. Or Ream of the Frost Maiden, I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's see what that is. Rain. Frost formed on an object by rapid freezing of water or cloud or vapor. Cover something in frost. So, kind of, essentially she's causing an eternal blizzard. Okay, conveniently you're here, which we got out of. Okay, there's only the two. Let's try to destroy you first. So that was cool, getting to use the staff soon after we got it. We had to take a short rest for me to attune to it. Long story short, there's a lot of magical items you have to attune to use. This also had another benefit because the staff gives you... If you tune to the staff, you get frost resistance. Which, given we're in an ice base, a campaign revolving around ice and winter... Oh, I'm really starting to hurt my ribs. I don't think I broke them, but still. Wait, was I really just trying to break my ribs? What a crazy idea. I guess these achy ribs are karmic. Okay... Jeez, we just keep getting missions. But I guess, you know, kind of what I do. This won't improve. Now she's giving up on skincare all another. Or do something she'll regret. Normally, like, I know I said I wouldn't do all of these, but at the same time, I like to... It's one of those things where I don't mind missing out on the consultation ones because they're just... You know, kind of little side activities, but these are actually helping people, so I kind of feel like I need to. Dress the enemy beauty, but I'm always so worried about beauty that I end up getting stressed. Not thinking about it altogether. It's such a hassle to take care of my skin. It's so annoying. We need to fight the Reapers. Yeah, and... We also mentioned that me and my character, because long story short, my character is basically the team mom. She's the kind, nice one of the party. Tends to be the first one to go out of her way to... I met these. Twists feel like a conflict killer with Lime's ruthlessness versus the mercy and kindness of her teammates. I can kind of see it. I like this game, but it's not perfect. But yeah, basically one of the advantages of the staff is I have passive frost resistance. Which basically means I will take half damage from any ice-based attack. Which is very, very useful. In an ice-based campaign. But we mentioned that, but basically character-driven act of kindness in Cruel King and Great Hero. But we mentioned that because I'm the, you know, kind, motherly team mom of the group, that translates to we gave the biggest weapon we presently have to the person that's least likely to abuse it. Which, that might be why the team let me have it. Because, really, there's no one on our team that's actually a bad guy. Like, we don't have a token evil teammate. The closest we have is our rogue. I have next to nothing that isn't resistant. But do you have anything that does stronger impact damage? No. But yeah, because our rogue is the closest thing we have to a more immoral teammate, but even then they're still a nice guy. They're just a bit of a... They just wanted to raid the castle. Raid the castle, I mean the cult, treasury, first and foremost. They're still on our side. And they're still fairly... Okay, this could be a problem. Okay, this is an issue. We're probably gonna lose. Second time we've actually lost. The annoying thing is, those things are resistant to almost everything I've got, and that's honestly a bit annoying. Like, what am I supposed to be using to hit those things? The game doesn't give me a lot of variety in damage types. Like, we have a... But outside of that, most of our party is... I haven't checked the alignments. I'm not even sure if with our character sheets the way they are, we can. Okay, there's probably a better way to go about doing it. Yeah, I can't see the moral alignment of other characters on the thing we're using. Okay, let's see. Is there an enemy debuff? No, but I can give everyone an Omni debuff. That should help. Let's just focus fire on one and see if that does better than AoE. Yeah, these things hit really, really hard. Let's destroy you, and then I can heal with... Did I just missed completely? That's stupid. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose again. These things are stupid. Yeah, there's literally nothing I can do except take these attacks. That is honestly dumb. Yeah, I'm just gonna lose because these things are honestly the most overpowered enemies I've faced in this game. Yeah, I'm just getting out of here. And nope, not allowed to do that, so we lose again. I do not like these things. These things are dumb. Like, these things are just overpowered, and I have literally no idea what they're weak to. Yep, we lose again. How do I even figure out the stupid resistances on this? This just isn't fair. Like, and there's no way I can level grind. That's the problem. I can't level grind. Let me see. I have no idea how to tell what the resistances are. Yeah, that's just stupid, honestly. Well, yeah, I could... Wait, I could use overdrives. That might help. Okay, so... O is weak, X is resistant, triangle is... Why are there two resistances? The double O is very weak, and minus is normal. Okay. Let's try this again. But yeah, basic, let's see. Our party, as it is, consists, ironically, mostly of Dragonborns and Kobolds. Like, that's most of our party is Dragonborns and Kobolds. I'm a skunk horse, which is a homebrew. That's not in the base game, we just homebrewed so I could play as a skunk horse. I just like skunks and horses. That's the reason for that. Okay, come on. Okay, we're getting an issue with the... There we go. A little bit of delayed reaction there. We have a Copper Dragonborn. Okay, let's see if an overdrive will destroy these guys. Easier. Let's see, what types of damage do I have outside of... Okay, impact is neutral. Flash is resisted. Heart is resisted. So literally impact and pierce is the only thing... that deals super effective damage. Okay, that took out half their health, which is good. Okay, let's see how this works. I think I was expected to do the ether gauge thing. Okay, overdrive was what I needed to finish that. I just wish that... There we go. Let's see, we have a Copper Dragonborn Cleric, an Ashamar Paladin, a human fighter who's a gunslinger, a Kobold Rogue, and another Kobold Artificer. That's a specific subtype of Kobold that they made us a homebrew. I can't give up just yet. If I allow my skin to get worse, I'll suffer the rest of my life. Skincare is the truth. The key is living a charmed, beautiful life. Okay. Okay, so if we learned one thing from that, that's that you need to... Okay, 3A regular class. There's a graduate student regretting her exciting teen years. Shouldn't she be having fun in the time left rather than regretting the past? Yeah, okay. So, yeah. The summer's almost over. Did I do anything meaningful with my youth? Did I? More Nightmare Gravers. Yeah, this is really getting repetitive. Like, I want to do these to help these characters, but it's also boring. We also did have a Tiefling Bard, but she had to leave the party for the time being due to other things. What did I just run into? Okay, trying to find what I'm looking for. Probably over there, yeah. Yeah, we all start at level 3 because... I think honestly, Holy Palace is the best thing I can do. Those little things. I just didn't feel like fighting them. Yeah, our rogue is a kobold. So we got 2 kobolds, a dragonborn. I think another dragonborn is a player who wants to be a dragonborn. One thing is I'm really happy about is our gunslinger ranger is like a sheriff, and he is very much lawful good. But yeah, they're supposed to be a sheriff, and they actually are fairly much playing the character lawful, very lawful good, and I appreciate that. At least I would say lawful good. They're playing the profession like a sheriff should be. Okay, I literally have no types of damage on this character that are effective in this situation. So I'm just going to give us an omnibus. Okay. Oh, yeah, that actually sounds like a good thing. We haven't really caught it. Well, we've caught an enemy off guard. Funny enough, we actually had this whole situation where we came across a bunch of cultists who were sleeping, and we just tied them up in their bed sheets and arrested them. Touch attack is where you need to make physical contact with the enemy, and you only apply their dexterity. Oh. Please. Yeah, I don't really see a reason to fight this fight. But yeah, we came across a group of enemies who were asleep, and we just tied them up in their bed sheets. Avoided a fight. Like, the funny thing, like, that's the funny thing is we were spending, like, a few minutes, like, strategizing, okay, how do we deal with this situation, you know? Because obviously our paladin is not going to kill people in their sleep, and none of us really wanted to. Then we just decided, hey, what if we just tied them up in their bed, like in their bed sheets? That would help. And it did. It worked well. Okay. So overdrive. Can I do 2? No, she's actually not the best one to do an overdrive. Is there anything that increases ether on her? Okay, let's do this. where's the ether? I really should have increased her. No, whatever. Okay, can I go with a level 3? No, I can do a level 2 though. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, that didn't destroy the guy, but it did deal a good ton of damage. Yeah, you do have to appreciate the music. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. Oops, that was a mistake. You're ahead of supervillain Ruby Tracy, really? Okay. I don't know who that is. Pure supervillain whose entire thing was having a red sphere for a head that could change him. Huh. Okay, that didn't finish that guy off as I wished it had. Yeah, we can literally do nothing until they finish attacking, which, gonna be honest, I don't like how the timeline allows for that. Great. I'm gonna be honest, this does not feel fun hard. This feels just annoying hard. Okay, I can heal, I can destroy you, and then I should be able to hit me. Okay, what are we looking at here? Is she even the one that can revive? No, she is not. So I literally am unable to do anything here but attack. With things that they resist. Yeah, really the only thing I can do is try to escape. Of course. There's literally nothing I can do. Like, I literally can't do anything. I think that's stupid. I honestly do think that's bad game design when stuff like that can happen. Where you can just end up getting attacked, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, obviously there's a way that they're expecting you to do it. But I think one thing that's genuine bad game design in this game is the stupid, you have to, like, is the stupid, is the way the resistance mechanic is handled. There are literally enemies who have no weakness. Unless there's a type of damage that I do not know about, there are legit enemies in this game that have nothing that they're weak to. Okay, so let's try to, because these guys are a little in moot. There should not be, like, each character deal is too focused on a single type of damage, and that's honestly dumb. Let's try to charge up to 100% ether on these guys. I don't think they can do much damage. Yeah, they can't. They can barely do any damage. So now we've got 100% ether. Triangle means they resist. Well, that wasn't what I intended to do, but it worked. Okay, there. Now we have 100% ether, so we can do a big finishing attack. I can hopefully wipe this thing out quickly. But I honestly do feel like having the player have to deal with things that resist nearly all of their attacks as just a basic side enemy is stupid. And yeah, having that problem with the square key again. Yeah, I'm still figuring out how to get my phone thing to work. And for some reason, the ether goes all the way down. That's dumb. At least I thought that the ether thing remained consistent through fights. The thing got cut off. Reminds me of a comic where one strip had a guy attacking a warrior with what? With immune, lol, immune, AFK, immune. Yeah, it's not fair. Like, it genuinely is not fair game design to not give the player any way to deal meaningful damage to an enemy. Especially basic enemies. Like, that's the thing, is these are basic enemies. They're not big super bosses. They're just basic little enemies that shouldn't be that big of a deal, but they are. It was PvP, but true. Reminds me in Sword Art Online of when the protagonist managed to level grind to the point that he was so overpowered to the players at that level that they couldn't even hurt him. Yeah, true, but at the same time it feels like it's false difficulty. Well, if everything's resisted, might as well do the strongest attack I have that aims at one enemy. But these things resist heart and they resist impact, which basically means one of my team members literally cannot hurt them. Like, literally only has one attack that hurts them, and that also buffs the enemy by speeding them up. Okay, so we just need to kill one more of those things. So, you know what, I'm just gonna go find a random roaming one and not deal with the honestly kind of unfair 4v3 one, where there's like 4 of them at once. Okay. I don't feel like it's fair to have challenges the player is almost certainly not going to be able to beat. Okay, I need to just find one more random one of those that's not going to be a massive 4v1 or something. Okay, you shouldn't be. Okay. Okay, there, that thing's dead now. Okay, there's heart damage. There we go. But this just reminds me that the side missions in this game are just still boring. I don't really like the side missions in this game because they're just so repetitive. Like, it's fun to hear the characters' dialogue, but it's still annoying. Summer might be over, but the school year isn't, which means neither is my youth. That's right, this isn't the end of my life, it's the beginning. I'll celebrate my youth until the end of time. Also, given how many missions it just gave us in a row, I'm assuming that we are close to the finale. I saw an odd girl saying the true appeal comes only from tragedy. I personally prefer comedies. Can you check up on that girl? She's in the library. Okay. But yeah, like, again, it might be because I was just pampered with Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, which had some really good side quests. People show their true colors when faced with tragedy. It gives me, it gives them a chance to shine, don't you think? So, okay, yeah. Actually, no, I think here's the thing. Here's the thing to me. There's not side quests in this game. There's just these little side missions. There's never any... It just, it doesn't go from, okay, here is... Also, let me check that mission, that other mission. And, okay, that's that one. Okay, so... You see, I still need to use Courage versus Serio, whatever that is. Okay. Then you get the attack on it like I would have liked, but whatever. And let me guess, for some stupid reason, yep, they resist, once more resist everything she is capable of doing. That's stupid. Yeah, they resist. So glad to be here for your stream. It's been a really boring weekend. Okay, it just buffed itself. Irritating. Okay, just pierce. Okay, what are these things even weak to? See, this is another one of those things where these guys aren't weak to anything. And that's dumb. Actually, no. I know what I should do. And there we go. Do I have a... Oh, trust watching your playthroughs makes me happy. Oh, I'm glad to be of help. See, these things hit too hard. That's the problem. And let me guess, because she only has 81 HP, she's just gonna get knocked right back down. Yep, there we go. So what was even the point? Seriously, what was the point? This is bad game design. I like this game, but this is terrible game design. There should not be enemies that resist all of one of your character's attacks when you only have 3. There is no attack that she knows that can hit these things. Am I just supposed to, like, be spamming? Am I just supposed to be spamming really powerful attacks all at once? Or is it a trap to go after the one that's clearly multiple? I don't know. Problem is, it's either you go after the one with multiple and have to fight it, or you have to search the whole common for four multiple normal ones. There's also the fact that I did not get the first attack that time, so that might have something to do with it. Maybe if I get the first attack, I'll be able to do it. You know, let's start by using Holy Palace to give everyone an omni. That might help. The thing is, that's not how the game works, wholly, unfortunately. Okay, triangle is resistant, X is very resistant, so yeah, triangle means they resist that. It's especially stupid when so many things are immune. Oh no, it's not your fault. Yeah, and see, she has nothing that can actually damage them at all. Which means the only thing she can do is buff them, and that's not really fair. I mean, now we got multiple buffs, but at least I think those buffs stay. See, they're just able to one-shot a character. That's not fair. This is not fair at all. And no one else has a revive move. And I used the wrong attack, didn't I? There's no use, because if I... Literally, the only... She does not have an AoE heal. At least I don't think she does. Nor does she have something that can just debuff the entire enemy party. So literally all I can do is this. And now we're just gonna get steamrolled again because the entire enemy team... We have no ability to guard, and they're just gonna keep spamming these really big attacks. Or do that, which is also not good. Okay, are they just all gonna increase their defense and make this even harder? Nope, they're gonna do that and probably wipe out. Yep, there we go. That's dumb. That's just dumb. What am I supposed to do there? See, this is and here's the problem. All the high-end attacks are... Like, all the big attacks... Like, every single one of the big attacks is a heart-based. So enemies that have immunity to heart damage or resistance to heart damage are impossible. They are nearly impossible to beat because all of your best attacks don't work on them. And that is just dumb. The game expects you to be able to hit the enemy. When it comes to stuff like this, it's just not fair. Okay, let's try some actual items this time, because we don't ever use the items. Okay, so that increases our HP. Okay, Hinako is the one that hits them the hardest. So let's give that to her. Now our attack is raised. Okay, let's try this. Okay, come on, Square, I need you to work. There we go. Okay, we're gonna start with Holy Palace. And we're just gonna overdrive these guys with the attacks that do the most damage to them. See, that's the stupid thing, is they resist. If they did not resist... Like, yes, I have damage types that aren't heart, but all of my strongest attacks are. Okay, that took a big chunk out of their HP, but... Okay, let's focus on stuff that has knockback. So that's something else we need to remember, is that there's... Sadly, no, we don't. The best we can do is... I keep forgetting knockback is a thing, and that I also have the means to inflict status conditions. Okay, so knockback is apparently more important than type advantage and disadvantage. I think that's dumb, though, because it just encourages you to not care about advantage and disadvantage and just spam the attacks you have that deal the strong... that deal the most knockback. That's all that encourages, and that's also not very good game design. This game's combat system just isn't very refined. Like the boss fights, it works well for the boss fights because those are more manageable. If you deal enough damage the right way, you'll overwhelm, you'll destroy parts of them and they weaken. That helps. Okay, there we go. Finally. So basically the game doesn't want you to pay attention to advantage and disadvantage. It wants you to just spam. Oh, I can't believe myself. How could I be excited to witness others suffering? Can someone be like me become the kind of person who helps those in need? I hope so. Receive dried figs. Okay, anyway, that's finally done. I think we only have like one mission. Yeah, we only have like one mission left before we can move on with the story. Okay, thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.